Doing numbers like equations. Trench talk. When you jump up off the porch as a youngin' and start posting on the block with the junkies and get it bounced.
I'm happy. I mean, all year I was critiqued about who I was. Nobody, I don't, the narrative, I don't fit the narrative. I don't fit in the box that y'all want me to be in. I'm too hood, I'm too ghetto. Y'all told me that all year. But when other people do it, y'all don't say nothing. So this was for the girls that look like me, that's gonna speak up on what they believe in. It's unapologetically you. And that's what I did it for tonight. This was for it was just bigger than me tonight. It was bigger than me. Twitter is gonna go in a rage every time. And I mean, I'm happy. I feel like I've helped grow women's basketball this year. I'm super happy and excited. So I'm looking forward to celebrating in the next season.
What's good, guys? Y'all back tuned to your boy Billionaire Charlie, man. We're gonna talk about it, man. I seen the comments, man. Didn't see the game or whatever. You know what I mean? And it was going pretty left on the young lady from Baltimore, man, Angela Reese. And I felt like in a sport like basketball, right? It's a competitive sport, and it's like there's a lot of trash talking that goes on in the game of basketball. So it's like I didn't really feel like she did anything wrong or nothing like that. I feel like she was just enjoying the game that she loved playing. You know what I mean? And doing that, if you watch any NBA game or any basketball game ever, everybody, you know what I mean, got they dance or whatever they do when they're in a position of victory. So she not just talking trash and losing, she talking trash and winning. You know what I mean? And she putting in the hard work to be separate herself from the rest of the people that's playing the game. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's really not much that you can really say about somebody that's out there putting in the hard work. She just enjoying the game. I feel like all the bad things they were saying about her, and then it seemed like when it's our culture, they got all the negative things to post about it. But when it's somebody else, the other side of the spectrum, which the young white lady that was doing the exact same thing she was doing, they didn't have the same comments. You know what I mean? So I didn't understand how they felt the right to just try to like down her and say all type of negative things and calling her ghetto and all this type of thing, man. I felt like it was way out of pocket, and a lot of people need to be checked doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? I feel like if they playing the game and they in a competitive spirit, you know what I mean, and nobody's really saying nothing racial or saying something to down somebody in a personal way, they just having fun. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of times when you playing a game of basketball, you just having fun. You know what I mean? You talking trash and and it's really nothing personal about what she was doing. It was just her expressing her celebration of the victory that she got. You know what I mean? But I feel like they just was taking it way left with the comments that was coming on Twitter and Instagram and the things that was posted about her. You know what I mean? She need to calm it down and this and that. To me, it's different from the Sha'Carri Richardson situation. She was actually doing drugs and doing things that she wasn't supposed to be doing for her sport. This young lady just having fun. You know what I mean? She wasn't doing nothing that was illegal or anything that would hurt her career as far as, you know what I mean, any substances that like that. So she just playing the game. I feel like it wasn't that deep for them to try to like put all these posters about her being ghetto, she ain't ladylike, and all the negative things they were saying. This young lady is really a beast. You know what I mean? I've seen a few highlights and stats of her. She like that. You know what I mean? So it's like, I just seen LeBron. We can start naming all the basketball players, the football players that go out there and they talk trash. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, they got love for their opponent. You know what I mean? Because it's just a sport. You know what I mean? They're just having fun. You know what I mean? We do that all the time on the basketball court. We might do the John Cena. We might even do the LeBron where we pump our hands down when we score a bucket. But it's like, why they turning it into something that it really ain't? That's all I be saying. Just because her skin black don't mean that she need to be criticized or put down. You know what I mean? I think that's one of the problems that we have in our communities nowadays. A lot of people feel like the racial thing is over with, but we see it every day come back and be put in our face. Even when I look at the Lamar situation with his contract and the guaranteed money, you know what I mean? I feel like even that, the collusion behind those things. I just feel like sometimes, man, they look at the color in our skin and they don't think we deserve the position that we are in. And like I say, when somebody putting in the hard work, you know what I mean, and they coming to drive the team to success, and they're not doing nothing in a negative thing, you know what I mean, outside of the basketball, she's still a positive force in her community. You know what I mean? So I feel like they spent it in a wrong kind of way. Why are we not celebrating her victory? You know what I mean? Instead of calling her ghetto and saying all these negative things about her. We need to uplift our people out here. And like I said before, if she was doing something outside of her sport that was illegal, then I say you could check it on that. But she ain't do nothing like that. She was just enjoying the game that she loved to play. So why we can't celebrate her and stop putting all these negative things out there? I think everybody that wrote these reports and all these people that's getting on these sports channels and bashing her need to be checked, because it's wrong the way they handling this situation. Why she can't enjoy the game she loved to play? Why she can't have fun with it? She got to be what y'all want her to be. And that's not fair. Because y'all seen that white girl do the exact same thing, and ain't near one of y'all come out and say the same thing about her. Different comments, different everything. All I say is be fair when you put out those posts and things like that, man. It's seriously ridiculous when I see that stuff. And it's offensive to everybody that's celebrating her victory and celebrating somebody that come from the status that they come from, and they making it. And they're not just making it, they actually, you'll have some athletes that don't really love what they doing, they just doing it for the money. And they're just sitting around. This individual put in the hard work and the dedication. Check the stats, man. Check the stats. That's all I say. Check the stats. When you look at the stats, you will see who she really is, man. That's called a hard worker, dedicated to the game that they love to play. You know what I mean? So, nah, man, it's not appreciated. I don't think nobody can look at this situation and compare it to the Shakara situation in any form of fashion. You know what I mean? I feel like this is like blatantly disrespectful. And I feel like she should still stand in her glory and don't allow these negative comments to try to defer her for her being herself. And like I said before, she ain't came out to try to hurt nobody. She was just enjoying the game she loved to play. And I feel like we doing things all the wrong way out here, man. And I think if we gonna come together, multiple coaches, we gotta first be able to accept defeat. She lost. You know what I mean? Is that what y'all mad about? You know what I mean? So let it be what it's gonna be, man. But don't try to do that type of thing, calling people ghetto and all of that, man, trying to down somebody. That's just seriously ridiculous, man. I'm out, though. That's what I feel about it. Don't forget to hit that like and the subscribe button, man. I appreciate y'all supporting me, man, and showing love. And I'm here, man. I'm back. Hey, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also hit that like button. And when you hit that notification bell, it will always let you know every time that I upload new content.